Hello and welcome. My name is Ajaxpost and this is Computer Tycoon, and we're in 1981 and business is good, very good indeed. We start here where we left off at the end of the last episode. As you can see, I'm ahead of the game in terms of selling the most computers, and if we take a look at the top corner here, we can see I am 28.93% of market sales. Yeah, which is pretty darned impressive. Out of 5 competing companies, I've got 30% of the sales market. It could be better. It could be 50. It could be 75%. It could be 100%. That, I suppose, is the aim of the game. Whether I'll get there, of course, is another matter entirely. But yes. Anyway, and as you can see over here on the top right, my sales are quite good. I am rather profitable at the moment. In the last day, I earned 70,000. Let's round it up by a few computer technology dollars. I've earned 70,000 computer technology dollars in the last day. That's pretty darned impressive. Now, the one slight fly in the ointment there is that demand is actually outstripping my capacity. We have here in the top left again, it's the top right, isn't it? Left, right, which way is which? Over here, this is the right hand side. Yes, I understand that now, I think. So my DPP is the demand for production power, which is basically the demand for my computers, is over 116,000, whereas my PP, my production power, or my production capacity, my factories, can only produce 105,000. So I think the first thing we need to do here is to increase my factory capacity, so that I can actually maintain sales at the best level I possibly can. Maintain this sales market share and keep making money, and money means I can then build in more research labs, do more marketing, and just basically improve my product and get it out to more people, and that's the key thing, is to get a good solid foundation of underlying business, underlying sales to fund the growth of the business. So where can we stick a factory? Now typically we wouldn't stick it here in Guyana, which is a rich country, and of course rich people demand more or higher wages, so I haven't got a factory there yet, and that would add about 15,000, so that would just about hit the targets. I'd like to go 120 or more if I can. Where else have we got? Guyana. Suriname is my poorer country, and of course poorer people, you pay them less. It's good, sound, genuine real world economic facts, I'm afraid, is taken account of in this game. As you can see there, the country wealth gives me a bonus, a discount on the actual daily cost of a factory. So I could now the thing here is I need a recreation upgrade, which means if I'm going to employ that many more workers, I need to build more recreation facilities. I've only got level 1 at the moment, so I'll need a level 3, which probably involves a burger joint or some equally unpleasant thing. Let's see, where else can we go? Malawi, again another rich country. That's be 50. Actually, I could do those too, which would give me fairly cheap 30,000 if I do it in both of them. In Guyana, we're back at the beginning again. I've got a level 2 office, so I get a 20% discount, which makes up for the 25% wealth add-on. What's they call that? Suffix? No, it's not suffix. Surfeit. Yeah, if you're an accountant, you'll know what. Hopefully, you might know what I'm talking about. Okay, so let's build a factory here. So we'll build one in Guyana, and the other one was in Malawi. So that should, when they're built, let's turn the game on, get it running. That should give me 30,000 extra capacity for selling my computers. So let's have a look at them. Let's get out to the world map. It's slightly quieter on the world map. You don't have the hustle and bustle, the random noise on these sites on the world map. So we're running these. So are we still selling, my friends? Yep, those first 2 are selling. The second 2. Oh, was this 79.2? Is that still selling? It's not. And the last 2. Oh, this one. I sold 2 of this. If I get them in date order. Right, so I think if we reduce the price on these, again, it's the beginning of a new year, so prices, well, yeah, you see I'm well over price on that one. So if I take this one down to
your building upgrade has
2001,
completed.
okay, so I've now got 120.
Your building upgrade has completed.
135,000 DPP, so that should easily cope with. That's still not selling any of those. And the Tectron 2. There are a couple of issues going on here, I think. One is which, the main one probably is the fact that, oh, I'm selling a couple more of those now, that's good. Oh heck, but then the trouble is, of course, you sell more computers, you don't have the capacity to produce them. That's slightly frustrating, so yeah, the numbers there are going up dramatically. Anyway, let's get into research. Where are we? What are we waiting for? We've got the gamepad. Right, that's not going to take too long to get there. I've got 11 RP. I could improve my laboratories, actually. I'm making a very healthy daily profit at the moment. So can we do that? Let's go back to the sites. Let's run the game forward a bit faster. Where are we in Guyana? Got a level 3 laboratory there. The rich and poor, it works conversely, laboratories and factories. So in a poor country like Suriname, the laboratories cost more because they need to import experts, I suppose, or there's not the infrastructure to maintain high-tech R&D in the poorer countries. It's a game mechanic basically. So Malawi, I can improve this. It'll cost me 50,000 to increase to a level 2 laboratory. Yeah. The thing is, if I increase that to well, level 3 would be... Sorry, yes, I'm currently level 2. To increase this to level 3 would cost... Ooh, nothing actually. Oh, that's interesting. South Korea. Oh, because it's a rich country, isn't it? So that's what I'm doing. I'm not paying attention, am I? Right. So let's bring South Korea up to a level 3. So the upkeep on that, 50,000, is going to be... It's going to take a real hit to my daily profit. But if it gives me 4 more research points, because I am getting a bit behind. If we look at the feedback, for example, let's get to the world screen again. The feedback on my computer. Oh, look, I've got the pricing right by the look of it on our latest computer. Well, yep, it's selling now, which is good. If we look at the feedback, I'm not a market leader.
Building upgrade has completed.
Thank you. I'm not a market leader in anything. So I need to sell very well priced, very aggressively priced computers, because people just won't buy them because they're awesome. The thing is, I don't need to, I'm still earning...
You have researched a new technology.
Ooh, I've got the gamepad. Excellent. Right, let's stop the clock. Alright, so the gamepad, that's another accessory. So I could... Now that adds 20 prestige and 30 features. That's good. I like that. Okay, so I have a gamer machine. Yeah, the last good one I made was back in 1979, so it's due an upgrade, I think, now. So let's take this one. We'll copy that. We will call it... we'll still call it Gamer Pro. It's the 81th year. So there we go, we'll save that. And again, just the way the game works, you have to come out and go back in again. So we're in design, so the accessories on this one. At the moment, the feature set is 7267. So if we add the gamepad, the gun controller, the joystick and the keyboard, 95.67 feature set. That's impressive. Prestige is 27. Actually, if I just save that for a second. I didn't save that. What was the prestige? What was I looking at? Was it quality? No, it's a prestige. I'm not sure what I was looking at. Prestige there is 27. That's for... no, the prestige is 27. But it's showing here there's only 3. That's curious. Yeah, there's something... not quite sure how all these numbers add up then. That's an interesting thing. Okay, so we've got that. So 95. Everything else I think is pretty much as we want it. We'll use our 601 performance memory. Yeah, nothing else needs to change on there. So let's create the prototype.
Your new computer model went into the testing phase.
And see how that comes back. In terms of marketing, sorry, let's go back to the world screen. I don't think we need to worry too much. All our markets are selling quite well. Yeah, we're selling over 100,000 units a day. I'm happy with that. Malawi, we're closing up there. So can we market into Malawi? Just stealing an edge over competitors is always good. Malawi and its value for money. We'll start that campaign. Interest. Oh dear me, there's lots of activity going on over here in these other countries. Or is it? Interesting. You did see those. They flashed briefly red and blue and different other colours, didn't they? So there's other countries. Maybe that's just an indication that this...
Your new computer model is polished.
That these other companies were moving into there. Although they are not in any sense taking charge of that market. Right. Okay, so our new computer. Right, it's doing well here. The prestige is awesome. That's better. Yes, so that 27 I saw earlier does rack up. How does... yeah, the prestige there. Yeah, those numbers do seem to match. There's a slight disconnect at times between some of the dialogue boxes and the forms and reports that you see in the game at the moment. Again, reminder, this is an early access indie game. There's one key developer creating this product, this game, this thing. And he's been working hard at it and has got lots of great ideas coming up in upcoming updates through the rest of the year. So yeah, things will be slightly sketchy around the edges, but other than that, it's still a good functional game. Definitely, I'm certainly enjoying playing it. Right, so let's sell this. How can we? Is that all it's worth? Well, let's see what the feedback says. It's the most prestigious, which means in the richer countries where prestige is important, we can ask for a premium price. Should we try that? It works. 10 units, 10... Oh, it's selling like hotcakes. That's impressive. And our other computers, apart from this old 79.2s, ain't going anywhere, is it? This one's looking a bit tired. Can we take this one down in price? Yeah, reduce the price on some of the old models once the new ones come out. Just to get them off the shelves of the supermarkets. Because the only trouble with that is if you reduce the price of older technology, which often has quite a high production cost in terms of manufacturing capacity, that can impact on here how many you can actually produce. So you've got to make that decision whether you want to sell something old cheap or something new slightly more expensive. No, we're not selling those. In fact, none of this old stuff is selling. I think it's time for a general purpose price reduction. That's taking you down. Oh, that bumped up a little bit. That one's already selling, so that one's still selling rather. So this one will take you down one more time. Yeah, you see here at the top, yeah, I'm getting very close to my production capacity now. The demand is there for this older computer stock. Yeah, they're all set. They're selling apart from this sad little thing. So if I take you down to 1800, I don't think we're going to sell any more of these two, are we? Nope. So we'll archive those, get them off the shelves. We'll say nope, can't, not available for purchase, and concentrate on the good stuff, which is making us money. Yeah, I mean, I'm still selling loads. I'm happy with that. Okay, so research. Oh, this should be good. We're looking to get the 8088 CPU. In the past, performance was my key feature. When I first started the game, for several years, performance, I was outstripping the competitors. So can I do that again? Let's click here to get these in performance order. Ah, it's the new stuff I'm looking at. That's better. Right, these are all quite expensive to research. Scuzzy. That could be good. UPS, that's nice and cheap. That adds a little bit of a feature enhancement. BIOS with jumpers. I like built-in speaker. We have got sound card and stuff now. Now these things are quite good. The expansion bus, built-in speaker. They're not that expensive, relatively speaking. So let's add those, I think. Again, we can change the order of things we research as the market dictates. If we see things aren't going our way, we can adjust that. Microphone. Yeah, we'll add the microphone as well. And in terms of performance, Scuzzy. Again, although the game does give you a good sort of quick précis, a summary of what each technology is, it doesn't sort of indicate where you are historically, as it were, in the development of computers, certainly home and personal computers. So if that interests you, then you may need to do a little bit more background research. Well, I understand that one of the upcoming developments is going to be a research tree of some description. A slightly better, anyway, certainly a better representation of the research options than this sort of simple grid that we have. Don't want to do that we have at the moment. Okay, so it's doing quite well. Just looking at the sort of statistics, the statistics page here is basically an annual summary. So apart from the budget. But that doesn't include all the expansion costs and stuff. So it's a bit of a false figure to start with until you reach the end of the year. But this figure at the top here is day by day. So I've gone down a couple of percent, but I'm still ahead of the game, basically. Out of 5 companies, I've got 26% of the market. I could go to another market, actually. I've got the LP, the logistics points, so I have got, as it were, the ability to sell into more places, but I don't want to go anywhere too big, which would exceed my existing production capacity. I was keep looking at Uzbekistan. I'm not quite sure, or no, it's Tajikistan I was looking at, wasn't it? Because that's got a nice mix of preferences there, which I can hit. That's 2 million. That might be a bit rich for me, I think. Yeah, all these countries are quite large in terms of population. Nepal, no, there's no point going there. Prestige. So these are the countries which really like prestigious computers. Oh, it's Uzbekistan that does. Yeah, I could afford to go there, but it does mean ramping up my production. I could do that. Sweden. Cambodia. That's interesting. I could go there. That's 1.5 million nearly. What's the red? I keep forgetting what these colours refer to. Red is features. I'm quite good on features, I think. Bhutan. That'd be a nice cheap place to go. And the blue colour is performance, ease of use, prestige not so much. Again, that's because it's a poor country compared to Cambodia, which is average wealth in the game. Remember, it is just in the game; it's not real. Mozambique, that's a bit big. I'm already in Tunisia. Oh, in for a penny, in for a pound. Shall we go into Cambodia? Let's do it. Right. And I've taken it. Oh, so I haven't. That's Laos. I'm moving up, moving up. Right, we're at the end of the year very nearly now. I'm looking good. My percentage of the market, 26%. That's still quite healthy. I'm back over 50,000 computer technology dollars a day. Very healthy indeed. I'm okay with not being the market leader in Cambodia. As long as I'm selling computers, I'm happy with that. Right, the autosave indicates the year is turning over. And here we are in 1982. So let's take a look at our statistics. Okay, our final balance. Oh, this is very impressive. But then again, I've not expanded too much into any other countries. Well, that's interesting. I did expand into. It hasn't put Cambodia in there. That's jolly interesting. We are definitely in 1981. Yeah. Oh, look at that. That's a very impressive sales graph, isn't it? That's going up very nicely indeed. Right, that's better. Yes, I haven't refreshed this chart. Okay, yeah, so there's the 2 million plus expansion cost to go into Cambodia, the construction of the new buildings, primarily factories and the new laboratory. That's there, but still a profit of 16 million. That is my best result ever. Okay, I think I'm happy about that. The sales, as we saw, I've only got one type of computer yet. I haven't got, or the technology of the year isn't at personal computers yet. Actually, that's an interesting point. I don't know. Global sales, which means everybody else as well. So nobody yet has reached the year of the personal computer. My customers, Venezuela, again, is by far and away the biggest country in my sphere of influence. And again, it's the place buying most computers, which is quite impressive. South Korea, another country of mine. So yeah, I've got 2 in the top 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I've got 2 in the top 8 out of 5 companies. That's not bad. Okay, market share. Oh, yes! Tektron, the ultimate Tektron computer company, is well ahead of the field. Look, that is the biggest margin we've seen. Possibly not quite as big as Brutal Data had over me at the beginning of the game in 1974, but that everyone else is going up still. Okay, looks like Brutal Data and the blue one, IBM, have improved after a couple of very static years. But yeah, I'm happy with that. Okay, but according to this, I'm now down to 21% of the market in terms of computer sales. It's a daily thing. And I have a suspicion it recalculates prices and stuff as the year turns over. So I will, at the beginning of the next episode, do another take on my prices and see how we're doing there. My research, we're very close to getting the 8088 CPU. Now, that gives me an 8 performance boost, an 8-point performance boost. Is that going to be enough to bring me back ahead of the field in terms of performance? I really don't know. Actually, possibly not. If I look at my current computers and the CPU we're using there, unfortunately I can't tell from here. That will be the 8080 anyway. If I look at the hardware tab, that will tell me, won't it? So let's clear all those. Let's look at the CPU. So I'm using the 8080 rather, with a 10 mu thing. I can't remember. Can I edit that? No. Can you not edit that? Oh, you can, yes. 10mu is so to do with the... if I go to research, that'll tell me. Yeah, so I've got lots of good stuff on the 88. But that is, as you can see, that's 75% of my opponent's performance. So I'm not sure the 8088 will be sufficient, but it will certainly help me in that space, as it were. So yeah, there we are. Things are looking very nice indeed. We're getting close to let's click that one. There we are. We're looking at getting very close now, I think, to personal computers, and that should be very interesting. I've not got that far yet in the game. So thank you very much for joining me today. Hope you've enjoyed this little episode, this rush through computer technology, getting things out there in the field, sold to people who want computers in their homes. So if you've enjoyed this, do leave us a like. Just click that little button below. If you've got any ideas, suggestions for improving my performance in the game, in getting even more sales out to more people and beating more competitors into the ground, just leave a note in the comments box below. It would be very much appreciated. And of course, if you've not done so already, please do subscribe to the channel, and that way you'll know when I upload another one of these or any of my other Let's Play series. But from me, Ajaxpost here in Computer Tycoon, thanks very much again for joining me today, and I hope I'll see you again soon. And until then, bye bye for now.